This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market recording for the morning of the 4th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts, and not HPC trading signals. Right, we are pretty much exactly where I was expecting us to be. We spent a day longer bottoming out yesterday. The 60-minute buy signal is reaching target on ES. We didn't have a buy signal on NQ. If we did, that would have made target 2. On RTY, the buy signal has made target. On YM, we didn't have a target, of course, but we are basically making the right shoulders on the possible head and shoulders patterns. The real question today is, are we going to stop? On DAX, 60-minute buy signal is fixed, and ESTX haven't marked in yet, but the 60-minute buy signal is fixed on there too. So you've got the divergence, we're getting the bounce. We will see where it goes from here, but we're getting to the stage where we will find some resistance if we're going to. All right, looking at the 15-minute chart, nice looking possible head and shoulders forming here. On SPX, ideal right shoulder high wouldn't be an awful lot higher than we've been already. So we're pretty much in the zone now, I think. Looking at not really a lot to say on everything else. We didn't have any signals on the RTH charts worth the mention. Looking at IndieX, possible head and shoulders as well. It's nice. Ideal right shoulder high would be in the 19951 area, and we're in that zone now or slightly above it. And on Dow, RTY, we've already got a head and shoulders which is broken down. So we will see how that progresses, but obviously that could fail today, in which case we'll get a sign when we get over the right shoulder high, which is in about the 4200, 350 area. Looking at IWM. IWM already got a head and shoulders which is broken down. So the right shoulder is not up till 22260. So if we're going to get an indicator that our pattern is failing, it's going to be the one on Dow, I think. So let's have a quick look at that one again. Yeah, I think, could this be is this a possible alternate right shoulder forming? Possibly. This could be, it could be, but if we get up to this level here, then chances are that one's out of the window too. So watching this for resistance. If we find resistance, then we've got good head and shoulder setups to take us lower. If we don't find resistance, then we're going to go back up and retest the high, which is not, after all, an awfully long way away. So I think we're going to see that decision made today. And Friday, well, Fridays tend to be bullish. We're starting off bullish today. We could just head back straight back to the retest. We could find resistance there, of course. We will see. All right, great. Let's have a look at DX. DX. We've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed. However, we are bouncing up at the moment. Obviously, new is taking us up, and we've got the target up here in about the 109 to 102.9 to 103 area. I like it. It's nice. We could well make that target on ZB. We've headed straight down, and we're still on a 60-minute sell signal on the hourly chart, I think, but the bigger picture is the buy signal on the daily chart, and that's playing out at the moment. So expecting this to go somewhat lower, and the buy signal will keep us going for a while, but I don't think it's going to get us below 120. CL has gone higher, and we've got no current negative divergence here. No really obvious resistance here. I'll be having a look at the weekend charts and looking to see whether we have anywhere obvious to go. And working on a pattern here. NG has gone higher, a bit higher, but obviously we've broken the main resistance trend line here, so there's every opportunity to go higher. I've marked this in as a double bottom, but the reason I'm not paying more attention to it is that there's absolutely no sign of that on the nat gas index chart. This is purely on the future, which has got a huge role, so I'm not really taking it that seriously. On GC, well, dollar is rallying. I'm still wondering about a test of the monthly pivot. On SI, I'm still wondering about a test of the monthly pivot. On HG, could be a flag forming. in which case we could see a lower low down in, let's say, the 4.4, 4.43 area. Looking at looking at KC. KC, nice looking. We've made the head and shoulder target. Nice looking double top. If we see a sustained break below 247.50, then we could go considerably lower. So that would take us down into what, the 220 area or something. It's SB. We've got coming back up into a retest of the high, I think. CC. Has broken up over this declining resistance. We've got a 6-minute buy signal that has fixed, and waiting to see if that's going to deliver to the upside. Nice looking little double bottom. This looks like a low at the moment. ZW is heading higher. Wondering about reversal on corn, which had a sell signal, which is now made target. And on soy, more interestingly, because this has been forming a double top for a couple of weeks, still not showing much sign of movement. CT, we've got looks like a consolidation here, possibly a triangle, possibly a flag. If it's a flag, might need to go a little lower. Lumber, heading back up into a retest of this high. Haven't quite made it yet. Live cattle. We've got a nice looking rising support trend line here. Watching that. So obviously we've long since made this inverted head and shoulder target. And lean hogs, heading higher at the moment. Not really seeing an obvious reversal setup at the moment. All right, let's have a look at questions. What is the SPY level where the head and shoulders is invalidated? There's no head and it can only be invalidated when it's broken down. And it's not broken down, it's still forming. All that happens is that we've got a head and shoulders here, we're forming the right shoulder, and it can't fail, what it can do is get back up to the ideal right shoulder high, which is, well, here approximately, and just head back up to a retest this high. You see head and shoulder patterns do that quite a lot. So the only one where I've got a level where it can be invalidated is the RTY one, and that's because we've got a head and shoulders which is already broken down, but that's not on RTY, that's on IWM. But you can see it on RTY, and actually I do have an RTY level. This would be the right shoulder high here, and that's at 2268. If we get to 2269, then that is invalidated. So we are some distance away, but that's an easily doable distance. And at the moment, the market's heading up like a rocket. This is where it should be finding resistance. If we've got these head and shoulder patterns, we will see. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap, guys. No more questions. There is a simple decision to be made here. We'll see which way it goes. But if we head back to the highs, then could see a second high of a double top there. But I got to say, we've been forming all these negative divergences for a while. We've still got them on the daily, and I'm still expecting those to make target. I'm still expecting to see some more consolidation, so I'm not expecting to see a big breakup. But we would see what would happen when we get back to that high. I've still got these very nice looking patterns. We've still got the daily sell signals. We'll see how it goes. But certainly the market's been very resilient, and I wouldn't be astonished to see it head back up somewhat here, but I'd be surprised to see it get much beyond this wedge resistance, which I've got in about the 58.60 area. All right, no worries, mate. No worries, guys. I'll have this posted as soon as possible. I'll catch you guys later.